out here in Philadelphia, PA. I had a brand, Philadelphia, you know what I mean? With the Rock Circus logo. We went right to the Liberty Bell and did it, you know what I mean? I cracked it on the other side with the Rock Circus microphone. But we're chilling, the old friend of Rock Circus, Mike Farris. Hell of a singer. I don't know. I just, you know what I mean? You people need to come out and see this man and be motivated. Come to Wheelie Fest and be revitalized. This is his latest work. It's titled Good Night, Son. Now, would that be Good Night, Son, or Good Night, Son? I wasn't real sure because I was trying to put a southern twist on it, you know what I mean?
Good night, son.
I figured it was something Christian said. Like, good night, son.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, that's cool. It's like kind of a segue in there with him on it. Now, would you bring him into the studio for that, or how was that with being dad? And
we were. He was, I guess, probably 2 when he sang it, and I recorded on a little tape recorder I carry around with me. And we were driving down the highway one night, and sun was going down, and he wanted to know, you know, how kids ask questions. You know, he wanted to know where the sun went. You know,
the 2-year-old.
You know, you sit there and try to explain it as best you can, so a little kid like that can get his head around it. You know, and so he sat there and pondered on it for a minute. You know, I looked in the rearview mirror at him, and he just was like looking out at it and just started singing this song, this little lullaby to the sun, man. It was so beautiful, man. And so yeah,
more than a child doing that. I mean, that's got to be the pinnacle of parenting, you know.
Yeah, and the thing about it was that up until we were mixing the record, actually, I still had a few, you know, like album titles that I was thinking about, but I really wouldn't, you know, still on the fence about them all, you know, and everything. So one night I get back home and I'm going through this tape, you know, just listening to stuff, and I came across him singing it. You know, it's been riding around with me for, you know, 4 years. And
is that where you got the idea with like the ghost soundtracks you have and whatnot? Like it sort of was carried. How'd you come up with that?
What's that?
Like kind of like the ghost soundtrack. He kind of sounds like a ghost child, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
and a lot of the back noise.
That was a recording necessity actually to adjust it, because on the cassette it had so much hiss noise. We had to do something with it, and plus it just sounded eerier and had more depth and feeling when I added all the reverb and stuff to his voice, and so that's why we had to do that. But you know, I didn't have a name for the album until, you know, like a couple of days before we were through, you know, and I heard the tape and I said, that's it. Good Night, Son. Man.
That's why I was kind of bringing it on.
It fits the mood of the album, and you know, and I thought, well, it's such a moving thing, you know, for this little child to be singing this, you know, I want to, you know, decided to put him on the record, man, and so now he's got his own little fan.
Works great. Yeah, it's cool. He's got his own little groupies. You're like, good boy.
He refuses to go, you know, like he's going to be at the Acoustic Fest with me in a couple of days, and or tomorrow, as a matter of fact. And I was like, you want to get up and sing with me? You know, you can, you know. And he's like, no, you're the professional, Dad.
Hey, kids say the darndest thing. You're the professional, Dad. Yeah. But is he mock Dad at home? Is he trying to, you know, pick up some of Dad's viperous type roar that he's got with the vocals?
He sings, but you know, he's just a kid. He just gets joy out of it.
Yeah,
you know?
It's natural.
Yeah, and he's funny too, man, because he sings like opera stuff, you know, around the house. You know, he'll be in the shower, man, and it's
sign of a genius.
As soon as he jumps in the shower, he starts singing like opera and Spanish music, man. It's really funny.
That's cool. He's broadened his horizons at an early age. But let's get into some of the other substance on here. You got some good stuff on here. You did one song on here that I really liked. That I saw you do up in Niagara Falls one night. I just split Pittsburgh one night and came up and saw you guys. Yeah, and I got drunk as hell. And you're like, you better not drive home, gigs. And I was like, I started driving on the highway, and I was like, double lines. I said, rest stop, you know. And that worked for that night. But I was on. You said you wrote it for the Cruel Intentions soundtrack. I'm not even sure which one it was. It shows you how good I am. Everything. Wasn't that you said you wrote for the Cruel Intentions soundtrack and it never made on or something like that?
I was for Everything. I think no. I mean, I don't think any of these songs are written for soundtracks or anything. I was, you know,
I remembered because I remembered I have the tape from that night. You know what I mean? We watch it, and
Did I say that? Cruel Intentions?
you said something to that effect. You said,
Well, maybe so. I don't know. I mean, you can't go by my memory, man.
Well, it goes with age. Hey, but oh, hey, I can remember some things. Damn it, But yeah, it's great song work on here. You have some great players. Gonna be Oddly Free come in. Bobby Watkins from the Wheelies comes in. You've a great ensemble of players on here. Friends and whatnot. Was a lot of this done just rudimentary with acoustic, or was a lot of it? Was there some of it ad-libbed, or you know what I mean? You come to the studio with ideas and whatnot.
Well,
Sort of expounded on it.
What happened was that I bought a studio, never had any kind of recording gear or anything, and it was just I was learning how to record as I was going, so that created a lot of excitement in itself.
Oh yeah, I mean all them toys. What did you buy? Like digital?
Just basic stuff, man. Real basic. It's for today's standards, man. It's real. Outdated pretty much, yeah. But
a lot of bands throw back between digital, analog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Then your new bands are trying to put digital against analog into the music, which is kind of crazy.
Well, you gotta. I mean, if you're gonna record digital, I mean, for me personally, man, I mean, it always makes sense to dump it back down and run it through tape to get the warmth and everything in there.
Beyond said,
but. So we did that. We did that with this when we went to art it to mix it and master it. But this whole thing was just me going, okay, I'm in Woodstock. I'm all by myself. I got nobody else. And
you live in New York City now? You're in the city?
Manhattan.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I just decided to, I said, well, you know what? I'm gonna play all the instruments and just do everything with it. It's like. You work with what you got, and what I have was me, So, I played everything.
Yeah, you're very talented like that. I've watched you culminate your guitar work as you've grown with the Wheelies and whatnot. Yeah. I've watched when you first picked the guitar up. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's a cool thing to watch. You
It's man. I'm more of a kind of John Lee Hooker kind of. I'm not even. I'm not even saying I'm nearly as good as John Lee, but. But I mean, it's more of that kind of wherever it falls, and it's like real. So
like alley cats, you know what I mean? Like in the alley, dirty, sloppy, greasy, but great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On top of it.
I love it. I enjoy it. I enjoy playing everything. I love spilling everything I got into it. And all the solos on here is one take.
Really?
One time.
Very proud of Mr. Michael Farris there. One take. He's gonna be up in the leagues with Jimmy Page on this stuff. He did Stairway in one take.
Everything on there is one take, man. All the vocals, everything. Recorded the whole thing in 2 days, man. It was unbelievable.
It's great. And you recorded it in Manhattan or home back in Nashville?
In Woodstock.
Woodstock, New York.
My own studio.
Oh, cool. Is that where you have a studio up in Woodstock?
Yeah. I had a drum machine. I didn't play the drums on them. I had, some people come in and do that. Charlie. I don't think Charlie played on this. Terry from Cheetah Wheelies played. Bobby played on a track. Bobby from Cheetah Wheelies and Kenny Soul and Oddly Freed actually did solo on Sublime. So.
Yeah, he was a great player, man.
Yeah.
Wrapped up the leg of the Crows, I believe, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
You had Mark there last year, Mark Ford.
Mark Ford was at the
Wheelie Fest
last year, yeah.
You're still working on, you might be doing an acoustic thing this year. Wheelie Fest. You're going to want to be there, Pittsburgh. You got to drive to Roland, PA, to Fantasy fucking Island. That's where it all goes on, man. I'll tell you what, it's a day and a half of fun, partying, and good time. No egos, no attitudes. No little wankster thugs that get in your face and talk all crazy shit and they don't know a damn thing about life. No, this is a mellow, transcendental place where I go and chill and get my head back together. I might bring some doses this time. I don't know. We'll see.
Bring it on, baby.
Yeah, dude. It's been a while with Fuck It. But, yeah, it's a great time. I mean, you might be doing an acoustic set with Damon, who you're out touring around.
Tomorrow.
You're trying to juggle a lot of things. He's got the Wheelies. He, usually a week or two a year you get back out and do. You tour on your own, and then you got the Peaceful Knievel thing going on all as well. Yeah. So you're putting yourself, across a fine board of stuff to do and keeping busy.
It's fun, I mean, it's all different little things that you can do to express different parts of your music.
Stuff that you can't really do when you're in with a group of people, and you know what I mean. You got to appease the whole band, whereas you're the artist, and it's.
I jump over here and do some blues stuff with Double Trouble. Are you going on?
Here's Mr. Damon. Talk.
Hold on a minute. You ready to go on? In a minute. What time is it?
He's going on in a minute. It's almost 9:30. Well, we're just showing. They got to work out the time. You know how it is. You don't want to be downtown on 9/11, though. I'm telling you, because this Tommy Chong thing's got my nuts frosted. So, yeah, you don't want to stay tuned for that. But anyways, back to that. I had to talk to the people. I didn't want to, leave it. Yeah, you got to take care of my peeps. But, so things are going real well for you. We got a little bit of footage from the time I went up to Niagara. I think we'll roll that on the show today. Some little older stuff, It's cool. But thanks for coming on, man. It's good to see you. It was a great pleasure to come out. Yes, indeed. A long time, way back since the Screamin Cheetah Wheelies won.
Back when we were skinny and pretty.
Yeah, skinny and pretty, back in the day. Now we just got to rely on our sheer talent and prowess, You hear that shit. All right, man. Let's roll some of that.
You're nuts, man. You're crazy.
That's not the first time I've been told that.
When are you going to give this? You need to get some medication, man.
And they got me on all kinds, dude. What can I do? Here's some of that footage. Enjoy.